Although it has come and gone, Nigeria's 57th independence anniversary is still being celebrated. Guinness Nigeria Plc, through one of its brands, Origin, rekindles Nigeria's historical and cultural heritage by beautifying monuments that represent various phases of the evolution of Nigeria and her people. In Lagos State, the statues of the first monarch of Lagos, King Ado, and Herbert Macaulay were clothed in honor of the role they played in the growth of Nigeria.
Moloney is a popular street in Obalende, Lagos Island. Located within this community, close to the Tafawa Balewa Square, is the statue of King Ado, the first crown king of Lagos. In the spirit of celebrating Nigeria's 57th independence anniversary, the monument, already sculptured, gets additional accessories, courtesy makers of Origin brand of herbal drinks.
At the heart of what Origin represents is a creativity that is linked into celebrating your roots and holding it with you and bringing it because it's a part of your DNA.
Herbert Macaulay's statue in Yaba also receives a touch of change with a new suit. The pre-independence politician is considered by many as the founder of Nigeria's nationalism.
There's a difference. Herbert Macaulay is now wearing a uniform. You know, that's on a joking level, but the government needs to really pay more attention to the monuments that we have. You know, these are figures that work tirelessly to ensure that we have the state and the kind of nations that we have today.
The government can't do it alone. They need the help of the private sector to be able to preserve, our common heritage. And for them to do this well, I don't my heart for them. They tried.
It will come off after a couple of weeks. We will take off what we, piece that we put on. It's not to put it on permanently. So we will, at every point in time, especially on Independence Day, always look for something unique to commemorate, to remind us again who we are, our roots, our heritage, our culture, so we can celebrate it afresh.
At a time where many are fast losing touch with their roots, this act, according to Guinness, will no doubt remind Nigerians of the sacrifices made by these figures, thereby reawakening the spirit of patriotism among younger generations.
The Ondo State government has launched a development and investment promotion agency to enable ease of doing business for both foreign and local investors in the state. Governor Rotimi Akeredolu is, however, soliciting the support of potential investors towards making the state the next business haven. He was speaking in Akure, the Ondo State capital.
The official launch of the Ondo State Development and Investment Promotion Agency. The message from the governor, Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu, to local and foreign investors is, we are open for business.
We welcome, therefore, serious business men and women who are willing and capable of partnering with the state for the benefit of our people. We have one of the largest deposits of limestone. We have oil and gas. Our oil and gas can generate energy and supply needed electricity to the entire Southwest region. We shall provide necessary assistance and enact enabling laws as to whether they will be, and all of them as every other person has recommended.
A special guest at the event and Minister for Solid Minerals Development, Mr. Kayode Fayemi, pledges to support Ondo State in the exploration and exploitation of its solid minerals resources.
In the area where I superintend, I am almost certain that by the first quarter of next year, you will have a full processing plan for bitumen asphalt construction. And this is all credit to Ondipa as well.
The natural resources that abound in the state is a huge attraction for investors, while the agency serves as a platform to smoothen the interactive process.
The agency is a one-stop shop for the ease, to facilitate the ease of doing business, so that local and foreign investors, when they can come to a place that is private sector minded in terms of the personnel and the setup.
We can think about how to liquidify the gas and how to convert the gas for the both domestic and commercial use.
With the launch of the investment promotion agency, Ondo is expected to become an investor's haven, leading to positive economic growth for the state.
Time for the business news of the day. Here is Emana Amawe.
Hello, welcome to Business News. Nigeria's information and communications technology sector is attracting some attention from the European Union. The EU has plans to work towards improving inclusive growth in Africa's largest ICT market. This was the focus of discussions at the 6th EU-Nigeria Business Forum in Lagos. Channel's business correspondent, Temple Ashaju, reports.
The long-standing relationship between Nigeria and the European Union has always informed the need for this annual gathering.
As citizens and as stakeholders, so much from government,
This year, the focus is on the youth as the engine of broad-based economic transformation, with information communication technology as the key drive.
Basically, there is a need for application development, and basically, who are the best ones to be able to develop those applications are the youth.
This falls in line with the Buhari government's economic growth strategies, as the Minister of Communications and Technology, Mr. Adebayo Shitu, re-emphasizes some details.
We are determined to create a viable environment for digital economic transformation by leveraging ICT, creating wealth and jobs, as well as exiting recession. We are also saddled to increase investment in network infrastructure, increase availability of spectrum for mobile broadband, in the knowledge that this will further drive growth.
On the economic partnership agreement, Ambassador Ketel Carlson, the EU's new head of delegation to Nigeria, speaks on what can be achieved.
We need to do everything possible to have the necessary conducive environments, to have the necessary transparency, to invest in education, to make sure that we have a rule of law, legal security for international investors. And that comes hand in hand with the issue of the economic partnership agreement, and of course our hope and desire that at some point we can reach agreement of that kind of trade agreements between Nigeria and Europe, because we believe that it would help to diversify further the production here. We believe that it would help the ICT sector.
If these conversations on ICT is anything to go by, Nigeria's youth unemployment rate may be on the decline. Temple Ashaju, Channels Television News.
The first trading week of October ends in the green after backing up the gains recorded in the last two sessions. For more on the market's performance, here's Chimezie Obiwago.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. It's indeed a beautiful Friday for traders at the equities market, as portfolio investors showed more interest in most of the stocks. Gains recorded in the industrial sector and oil and gas sent the all-share index further up, 1.53%. Seplat's announcement of closed period drove investors' appetite to that stock, while the planned right issues by WAPCO caught investors' fancy. However, in terms of price movement, Presco moved the most to top the gainers, while MRS was on top of the price decliners. Overall, the market recorded a total volume of 367.06 million shares worth over 3.7 billion naira in 3,773 deals. Traders are optimistic next week will be more positive, as third quarter earnings are expected to begin to come in. And that was the Stock Market Report. I'm Chimezie Obiwago.
Meanwhile, Asian markets end Friday's session all in the green, but it's a different scenario for Europe and Wall Street, as U.S. September job data shows the labor market experienced its first contraction in 7 years. And that's it on Business News tonight. I'm Imana Amawe. It's back to you, Ladi.
You first. First Bank.